welcome back to our video series on what it means to be a music major. This video will discuss some factors to consider when researching different programs and deciding which school is the best fit for you to study music. I've brought in some more music majors to offer their advice and experiences.
One of the best things you can do when you're first conducting your search for a music school is definitely sit down and talk to your private lesson teacher or your music teacher or another professional in the field that you want to get into, and talk to them about their college experience and talk to them about programs that they know of, because they'll all often hold a wealth of information on those programs and can definitely help guide you in the right direction towards picking a school.
The initial research stage of sort of figuring out what exactly is out there in terms of options for schools is probably the most daunting and scary stage of the whole process, just because there's so many schools out there and there's many good options no matter what your field is, but you might not even know half of them exist just because the options are that numerous. So there are lots of websites where you can put in filters for the kind of thing you're looking for, whether that be size of school, area, or what have you. But even more so than that, I think talking to people in whatever field you're interested in will yield better and more accurate information. Talk to the music educators you look up to, people who perform on your instrument, whatever your field is. Those are the kind of people who can give you a more accurate picture than any data on a website ever could.
In my opinion, the biggest thing to consider when applying to colleges and committing to that final college is, do you get along with and work well with the private instructor? So I'm a double bassist, and I knew Westchester was the right fit for me because I work very well with the double bass teacher at Westchester. He and I get along well, and he teaches in a style that I really understand. And I think this is the most important thing, because to be the best music educator, or obviously performer, but to be the best music educator you can possibly be, you have to be the best musician. And that's where you're going to learn most of your musicality and your musical skills.
So when you're considering schools and you're considering things like location, costs, all of that size, you definitely want to also consider as a music student the opportunities and the faculty that the school has. So for example, faculty, do you recognize any of the faculty? Do you want to work with any of the faculty specifically? Do any of their areas of interest really interest you, for example? And as for opportunities, what kind of opportunities are they going to provide for you as a music student? Do they have a marching band, or a jazz band, or music Greek life, or early music ensembles, or new music ensembles? Are those things you're interested in? So I would personally go on the website, see what they offer that I'm interested in, and bullet it under the school's name in like a list style format so I can compare each school separately.
Whatever elements that you're considering for the schools you're looking at, everything I think in this phase of the process should be related to the field you're pursuing and the priorities that you have. So if you're interested in performance, obviously you're going to be looking at the faculty that you'd be studying with and performing opportunities in the area. If you're in music education, like as not, you're going to be dabbling in lots of different areas of what your school has to offer. So it's perhaps less important that you're studying with a rock star on your instrument as it is to be able to take advantage of lots of different performing opportunities and like the sort of community outreach and what sort of student teaching type experiences that you'll have while you're in school. It's all about priorities, all about what you want to study and what you think you can get out of your educational experience.
Now that you're down to 2 or 3 choices and you're not sure which to commit to, you should see if any of those schools offer a shadow day or on-campus tours. Particularly a shadow day in the School of Music, like you would follow a student or a couple students around campus as they go to classes, lessons, ensembles, as they go to meals, and you get the opportunity to see what life is like through the eyes of a student, and if you can picture yourself going to that school. And I think that's the best way to get an insider look in the life of a student.
So when you determine the group of music schools that you think you want to audition at, definitely reach out to the studio faculty and schedule a mock lesson, or at least a chance to sit down and talk to them so they get to know you, you get to know them, and generally you can determine if that's somebody you want to study under. And do the same thing with the department that you're interested in. If you're interested in music ed, definitely reach out to the chair of the music ed department. If you're interested in music therapy, do the same thing, and really let them connect a face to a name. Don't be afraid to do that. I'd also suggest going to the campus, going to the music school, and just hanging out for an hour to observe students and how they interact with each other. And if you feel like that's a community that you would like to be part of, I feel like that's definitely important, kind of to like read the vibe of the school.
Send lots of emails. Email the people you'll be studying with. Oftentimes they can put you in touch with current students. Because faculty perspectives are important, but current student perspectives perhaps even more so. I learned a lot about my potential grad schools through talking to current students especially.
Thanks for watching! I hope this video provided some useful information to help you in your search. Good luck!